Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the latest updates.
Allegations of corruption against the Congress in the Rafale deal between 2007 and 2012 have given the BJP fresh ammunition against its main opposition party. But attacking the Congress for its past is now a completely ridiculous exercise. Nobody cares about the Congress, nobody quite cares about corruption, and nobody certainly cares about corruption that happened a decade ago. And yet the BJP keeps raking up the Congress's past and keeps attacking the Congress for its past. Knowing Narendra Modi and Amit Shah, there is obviously a method to this exercise. Now let's look at how the BJP has been constantly attacking the Congress for its past. The usual trope has been attacking Nehru, attacking Indira Gandhi, attacking Rajiv Gandhi, talking about Bofors, and now this latest Rafale incident. Often, the idea is to be able to put the opposition on the back foot and deflect any criticism that comes the BJP's way. In this case, for instance, Sambit Patra's very vehement press conference against the Congress and alleged corruption in the Rafale deal came a day after, coincidentally or not so coincidentally, came a day after the Supreme Court pulled up the UP government for mishandling the probe in the Lakhimpur violence case. Obviously, this was a way to change the headline and a way to take away the pressure from the BJP and pass it back to the opposition. So that seems to be an idea to do this. That seems to have been an idea behind attacking the Congress constantly. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, in fact, has himself, even on the floor of the House, attacked former Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru and Indira Gandhi. He's done that on the floor of the House. As I said, during the CAA discussion, he's also attacked former Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi in the run-up to the Lok Sabha elections of 2019. He talked about how he was chore number one. So that was a bit of a vicious attack that he launched. And then, of course, as I said, this latest press conference by Sambit Patra, where he said INC stands for I Need Commission, is another example of how the BJP keeps harping on the Congress's past. Now, this, as I said, seems a bit counterintuitive. The Congress is at this point a weak force, a spent force. Why does the BJP spend so much energy attacking a party which is not trying to revive itself, which really is not posing any threat, and attacking it not for the present, attacking it for the past? Just attacking its current leadership, targeting Rahul Gandhi should be enough for the BJP. In fact, many young voters will not even be able to resonate with this criticism of Nehru or of Bofors or of Rajiv Gandhi or even of the UPA era. Voters have already made up their mind about the Congress in the UPA era, which is why the Congress was booted out. Corruption was a big issue, was a big scam, as far as the Congress was concerned. The 2G scam was a big issue, an election issue, which the BJP had raised. So the voter had already decided what that Congress looks like and had decided it wanted to vote that Congress out and never quite voted it back. At this point, as I said, the Congress is weak nationally and across many states, and for the BJP to keep attacking it on the past seems like flogging the proverbial dead horse, which really yields no actual results. So why does the BJP keep doing it? Now, as I said earlier, Narendra Modi and Amit Shah are far too astute to waste their time on something which really will yield nothing. So there are two things what the BJP hopes to do by attacking the Congress for its past. One, of course, as I said, is to change the agenda, to change the conversation, to change the discourse, change the headline, and be able to put the opposition on the back foot. Essentially, what it does is that it blunts the opposition's attacks against it by counter-attacking the opposition for the past. The second thing, it just wants to ensure that the Congress is finished forever. So it wants to keep the Congress so busy in trying to defend its past that the Congress has no time to focus on or plan for its future. And that's precisely what seems to be happening. The Congress keeps falling into this trap. This Rafale allegations came and the Congress got busy trying to counter these allegations instead of focusing on what the BJP actually is vulnerable on, the fronts that it's vulnerable on at this point, whether it's farmers, whether it's the Lakhimpur Kheri violence, whether it's the economy, whether it's fuel prices. So BJP knows very well that if it changes the agenda, if it changes the conversation and discourse to make the Congress uncomfortable, it can get away from answering questions on issues that it's finding uncomfortable and that actually put the BJP on a slightly difficult spot. Well, the BJP will continue to do this. This seems to be quite a go-to tool for the BJP. It's something that they've established. The Congress needs to be cleverer and not fall for this trap. For more, you can log on to our website, theprint.in, to read my column Politics.